What up, everyone? It's George Langenbeer with Silverhammer Surveillance. Guess what time of year it is? It's Apple season. Very exciting. Kind of like my Christmas season. My family knows it. I get very excited this time of year. Apple announcements, Apple release dates. From now until WWDC, it's like my Christmas. So that's what we're talking about. Had some big announcements, had some big product releases, some pre-orders on Friday. Let me know in the comments what you ordered. I ordered the new 12.9 iPad Pro, a couple of the Apple TVs, and a couple Siri remotes for my old Apple TVs. Kind of waiting on the Mac. Very cool. Love the colors, but I think I'm going to wait for that bigger screen. We'll see. See what happens later this year. But in addition to that, we also had, first up was the AirTags. This guy right here. Actually, these guys. We got 4 of them in this box. We're doing the 4-pack. I'm going to do some unboxing. We're going to do a setup, and we're going to talk about some of these accessories. The AirTags are Apple's answer to like the tile trackers. Put these bad boys on something that you, your belongings like your keys or a backpack, and make sure you know where it's at all times, or if it gets lost, got some cool features on these. So we're going to unbox these again and kind of set them up and talk about the accessories. So let's get started. All right, so we're doing the 4-pack. They come in at $99, but there is a single pack for $29, which is a pretty reasonable price. I think it's just pretty exciting that Apple's got a new product line. So let's see what we got. Usual documentation, safety and handling and such. No Apple stickers like the old days, but that's all right. So again, got the 4-pack. These come customizable. You can put different icons on here, different emojis, but just like other Apple products, got some customization options. Let's pull this plastic off here. And then you pull this tab. Pull the tab, you get the little beep that it's ready. You can see how thin it is, got the Apple logo there. AirTag, designed by Apple in California, assembly in China, ultra wideband, Bluetooth. That's the size of it. All right, let's go to the phone and set it up. All right, so I got my phone here, bring in the AirTag. It finds it, and connect it, then we're going to name it. This one's going to go on my headphones. Continue, it's going to register it to my Apple ID. I'm going to actually add it. Get another little indication sound that we're good to go. It's telling me where I'm at. Kind of gives you a little explanation of what you're going to see in the Find My. And then if you view it in the Find My, there are my 4 AirTags. I added the other 3 already. There's my 4th. So it's in the Devices tab down here. Go to one of them, show you the location. Play a sound to find it, kind of like your other Find Me items, and then Lost Mode, which we're going to talk about next as we talk about the features. So let's just kind of give an overview of the features. Here we go. Okay, so before we move on, a little side note. You know, back in the day when I started Silverhammer Surveillance, you know, I was used to catching criminals at my old job, and we'd catch employees and we'd hide cameras and you know, we'd catch them stealing that way. So when I first started doing this, we kind of Had some hidden cameras that could kind of hide a camera anywhere. We used to do GPS trackers for people. I could scan when you had a surveillance device watching you or somebody was listening to you. I could scan and find it for you. So I kind of did all that, but I kind of got involved in too much weird drama with that, so we stopped doing that part of the business. So I'm just saying this with the AirTags because I know I'm going to get the phone call from the people that call me because they see surveillance in our name. These are not GPS trackers to track people. We're going to talk about some of the features and how Apple's really worried about your privacy and it can stop this device from being used that way. But this is not a GPS tracker to track a person. So I just want to say that. This is to find your items that are lost. So for all those people, just don't even call me because that's not what this is for. We don't do GPS trackers and the AirTags are not GPS trackers. So anyway, let's move on to the features. Let me just mention, AirTags are designed to work with iPhone 11 and later. So iPhone 11, all the 11 models, and iPhone 12, all the 12 models. And then you're going to need to be running the newest iOS update, which as of now is 14.5. So just keep that in mind as we talk about these features. All right, so with the Precision Find feature, it works when you're in the same building, but basically it'll take you right to your item. So let's try it. All right, so if I hit the Find button, and again, this is in the same building, you get this interface to follow it, tells you how far away you are. You start to look for it, so you're moving in different directions, and then once it registers it, it'll change colors, getting a little beep, getting some haptic feedback. And we found it. Gives me a noise. It also felt some haptic feedback when that happened. Then if you move away from it, start to tell you that you're moving away from it. But yeah, pretty cool. Okay, so we talked about the precision finding, which I just showed you. So that's really cool when you're in your apartment or your house and you lost your keys or your wallet or whatever you put the AirTags on. It's great. It'll take you right to it. But what if you had lost, let's say you had this in a backpack and you left it at school or you left it somewhere else, or let's say your keys, you forgot your keys somewhere. What happens then? Well, that lost mode, which you can see in the Find Mine, that will put the AirTags into lost mode, and then that does a couple different things. Number one, it uses different iPhones that are around it, and it will alert people that there's an AirTag nearby. That happens for two reasons. Number one, to help somebody find something, and number two, it'll tell you that there's an AirTag nearby so you can't be tracked by somebody without knowing it. So if I tried to plant an AirTag in your car and track you, eventually if you have an iPhone, it's going to notify you. And if you have an Android device, it uses NFC and you can actually scan the AirTag and it will give you the information of the person that lost the AirTag and a way to contact them. So when you first saw me set it up and you saw how it registers with your Apple ID, you can actually put your contact information in there. So if somebody finds your AirTag, they can contact you. And it works for both iOS. If you have an iOS device, it's going to notify you that there's an AirTag nearby. If it's an Android device, you can scan an AirTag that you find and through NFC, just like anything else you do, and it will give you the contact information of that person that lost it. So AirTags are not GPS trackers. They're more like an old school luggage tag that you used to put on your luggage when you were worried about losing it at the airport. Somebody found it, they could contact you. Well, that's what will happen with your keys or your wallet or whatever it is with AirTags. It'll give them a way to find you. So that happens when it's not with the owner of the AirTag. So again, if you're riding together, let's say you and the spouse both have AirTags, it's going to know that you're in the vehicle, and it's not going to alert your wife or husband that there's an AirTag nearby because it's still with the owner. But if that owner is not with you and there's an AirTag in the car, it will alert you. So that way, Apple's always worried about privacy, which is great in these days. So it'll alert a person that there's an AirTag nearby if the owner is not with them. So you can't use it maliciously. It's just to find your items. So that's kind of a cool feature. So again, you lose an item, you put it in lost mode. If it's an iOS device, people all over the place with iPhones everywhere, it'll notify them that there's an AirTag nearby. And then if you find that AirTag, it will give you the contact information of that person to contact them and let you know that they've found your item. Now, obviously, I'm a guy that used to catch criminals for a living, so hopefully the person that finds it's an honest person. But that's what this is designed for, the honest person that finds your lost item. So 2 ways to use it. Number one, you're in the same building, you just lost your item in the house, apartment, whatever it is. You can go find it with that precision tuning, or put it in lost mode if you lost your item, whatever it is, your wallet, keys, backpack, and it'll help people find the AirTag and then notify you that it's lost. So that's kind of the features, but again, it's a find my item device only, not a GPS tracker. But, and again, privacy, 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 which is awesome. So now that we've kind of talked about the features and how it works, you kind of saw it in the Find My. It's with all your other items that you're tracking, your headphones, whatever it is, your family members, if you guys share each other's locations. It's in there with that under the Items tab. Pretty cool. All right, so now let's talk about some of the accessories. All right, when we're talking about AirTag accessories, I've got the 2 main ones from Apple, but there are some other third parties. Belkin's made some, and I'm sure more and more are going to come out, as the weeks progress. But today we're concentrating on 2 of the Apple accessories. We've got the key ring, and we've got the loop, which is made for tons of applications, backpacks and such. So let's start with the key ring. It's the blue version. It's much lighter than I anticipated. You could put your own ring on this, but then it just unsnaps. Plastic here, unsnap it, plastic off, you put your AirTag inside, and just snap it back on. But again, a lot of us have these rings already on our key ring. You could just take your own ring and put it on there. But yeah, that's the key ring. Pretty simple and straightforward. Let's move on to the loop. Got the white one. This comes in several colors from Apple. And some of these are leather, and then some of these are not. So you can get different models at different price points. But this is the loop. And again, you just unsnap it. Place your AirTag inside. Snap it back up. And then this is designed to loop like this. And so then you just put it on the strap of your backpack or your luggage or whatever it may be. So the accessories are pretty cool. And like I said, I'm sure third parties are going to jump all over it and make all sorts of exciting things for it. So those are the AirTags. Pretty cool devices. Again, they're going to give Tile a run for their money. I guess overview, the only 2 things I don't like is number 1, I wish they were a little thinner. It's one advantage Tile has, that they can put them in the wallet so much easier. I mean, this is pretty thin, don't get me wrong. This is first world problems we're talking about here. But I just wish they were a little thinner. And then I don't know if it's just this apartment and everything I got going on in here and we're downtown or what. But a lot of people have been saying, they can go up to 30 or 40 feet with that precision tuning. I was only, about 15 feet in here. Yeah, I was in a different room and whatever, but so I'm going to test it some more, and maybe we'll do a follow-up video on if I had more success with it. Again, that was my first try, so we'll see what goes on there. But most people are finding the precision find works about 30 to 40 feet. So again, this is AirTags. Excited about all the Apple products coming out. Again, leave in the comments which products you ordered. I'm excited about all of them. I'm very curious about the Mac and how the people that ordered the Mac feel about it. Again, I think I'm going to wait for the bigger screen, but I am excited for my new iPad Pro and my new Apple TVs and even the Siri remotes. I was one of the people that hated the Siri remote. I love Apple, but man, that remote sucked. So I hope the Siri remote is much better. But anyway, hopefully you like this video. If you do, please smash the like button. Please subscribe to the channel. We got more tech talk. Again, we're a surveillance company, so we do security. We got more security talk. And then we talk about my crazy loss prevention career, which got me into silver hammer surveillance. We tell all my crazy shoplifter stories. So check out the channel for all the above. Join us for the next video. Until then, peace and love.